Today we're going to talk about cheating in video games. Since its inception, games have been rife with cheating, and Fortnite is no exception. Luckily, Epic has not taken these cheaters lightly. The developer has strict rules for the code and conduct of their game, going so far as to take legal action against some players. I'm not kidding about that. A kid literally went to court for breaking the terms and conditions of Fortnite. So this is no joke, people. Cheating is bad and can get you into a lot of trouble. Beyond that, it's just not cool. The point of Fortnite is the fun it brings, or beyond that, just hanging with friends. Long story short, cheating is lame, and NewScapeGames in no way condones it. Okay, now that we've said all that, want to watch some cheating? From top-level tournament cheating, all the way to the little guys, we've compiled some clips of some of Fortnite's worst offenders. Before we get into that, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and click that bell so you never miss a video. Oh, and use code NewScapePRO in the item shop. This is NewScapeGames, your source for Fortnite news, leaks, and theories. Nate Hill and Funk Bomb. Illegal communication. Before we dive into this, we think it's important to note that multiple types of cheating exist in Fortnite. One example is teaming, or when two players join forces in what's supposed to be a solo match. Yes, this is wrong, but lower down on the tier list of cheating. The second example is game-breaking hacks, like aimbot in God mode, which gives players an almost insurmountable advantage over other players. These are absolute no-nos. Luckily, they are almost impossible to sneak into tournaments. That isn't to say that there isn't cheating in tournaments, though. Just a different breed of it. Our first entry is just that. Back in 2018, popular Fortnite players Nate Hill and Funk Bomb took part in the Fall Skirmish, hoping to win first place and claim all that sweet, sweet prize money. In one match, Funk Bomb was killed, leaving Nate alone to earn points for their team. In a move that would end up costing them both, Funk Bomb decided to watch the stream of the event, revealing the location of enemy players and relaying said information to Nate. Let's watch now.
Straight to your west.
Yeah, he's
like southwest. He's 30 health. I feel like this is cheating, but
Funk even specifically says, "This feels like cheating." Yeah, man, it definitely is. Maybe they didn't read the rulebook to the Fall Skirmish, but it should be obvious that broadcasting the location of enemy players beyond the grave is illegal. Since they were both streaming, this did not go unnoticed, and later were both given a temporary ban. Since Funk Bomb was the main perpetrator, he was not allowed to compete in the remainder of the Fall Skirmish. Nate Hill was given a 2-week ban. We agree with Epic's decision on this one. While it may have been a little harsh to ban Nate Hill as well, they make a valid point that both players benefited from the cheating. Besides, it's just 2 weeks. Other players have been banned for much, much longer. Who am I talking about, you may ask? Well, let's see. FaZe Jarvis and Aimbot. You really think we could make a cheating video and not mention one of the most talked about scandals in the history of Fortnite? In September of 2019, FaZe Jarvis went live on Twitch, explaining to his viewers that he had been matched with a player that could give him hacks like aimbot. Sure enough, once in a game, he could auto-lock onto players. Throughout the stream, he repeatedly abused the hack, eliminating players with ease. In the stream, he even mentioned he was using a different PC than his main one, in the off chance he got banned. Which doesn't make much sense though, since he was still broadcasting it live with his face in the corner of the screen. Unlucky for him, the stream had enough eyes on it that it got Epic's attention, who swiftly sent down the ban hammer. From an Epic Games spokesperson, "We have a zero-tolerance policy for the usage of cheat software. When people use aimbots or other cheat technologies to gain an unfair advantage, they ruin the game for people who are playing fairly." FaZe Jarvis quickly made an apology video, claiming he didn't know he would get perma-banned. Some time has passed, and still, no Jarvis on Fortnite. Since then, he has tried to return to the game, but Epic won't have it. Honestly, it almost seems like the developer is using him as the ultimate example of why not to cheat. A lot of people hack the game out of boredom or curiosity. Epic wants to snuff that idea out. FaZe Jarvis proves that it doesn't matter how big or good you are at the game. Epic will cut ties all the same. We don't recommend messing around with mods, or you too will meet the fate of the ban hammer. We'll be honest, we believe that this punishment might be a little too harsh. Sure, he was cheating, but it was clearly just to show his audience. He was not trying to steal prize money. He definitely deserved some form of ban, but we're not sure if permanently was the right call. Ziff and teaming. Earlier in the video, we discussed teaming, the cheat when players join forces in what is supposed to be a solo game. Yeah, oftentimes it is seen as a low-level offense. Do it in an official Fortnite tournament though, and that changes. Back in 2019, a player by the name of Ziff was competing in an open qualifier for the World Cup. He would go on to place second, qualifying and winning $4,000. That's not the end of the story though. Viewers and other players found something off about Ziff's gameplay. More specifically, that the players he faced early game were stupidly easy to defeat. I mean, this is a qualifier for the World Cup after all. These weren't your average public lobby scrubs. Watch the clip and see for yourself. As Twitter user High Sky notes, it doesn't just seem like these players are off their game. It seems as if they are purposely throwing the match. After an investigation, it turns out that they were, in fact, cheating. As a result of this, the players involved received a 2-week ban. Ziff in particular received the most harsh punishment, losing prize money and his seat in the World Cup. Or at least, that's what we thought. Although Polygon originally reported that the cheaters were banned from the massive tournament, this ended up not being the case. They had served their 2-week ban and were allowed to compete again. Actually, they hadn't even missed many matches, leading many of them to still qualify for the World Cup. Not surprisingly, this led to a pretty big uproar in the community, with many players citing it as ridiculous. As Dr. Lupo put it, a cheater qualifying for the $30 million tournament is a kick in the junk to the integrity of the Fortnite competitive community. Love or hate the game, this should be unanimously agreed upon. Which makes a lot of sense. Fortnite has reacted with much harsher punishments to much smaller crimes. For them to respond so lightly to cheating in the World Cup is surprising. Tfue and exploits. Okay, now it's time to talk about an entirely different form of cheating. We're talking about exploits, or taking advantage of bugs within the game. Fortnite has had quite a few bugs over the years, with a swing set glitch being one of the earliest we can remember. In the early days of Fortnite, players would use in-game swing sets to send them flying. Even something somewhat harmless like this was not taken lightly, with Epic giving temporary bans to many players. Beyond this example, there's been a ton more, and we're pretty sure Tfue has found nearly every one of them. Called the King of Exploits by many, this dude has the ability to track them down unlike anyone else. A prime example of this was the door edit glitch. If players were to edit out the top 3 panels of a wall, and then quickly edit a door, the door could be shot through. Tfue discovered this and abused it often. Another classic exploit Tfue took advantage of was the double trap trick. If players were to place a trap on the top of a roof's box, the game would glitch and place an additional one inside it. This is obviously unfair to players who didn't know the exploit, but it didn't stop Tfue. In multiple clips online, he can be seen taking advantage of the trap trick. These uses of exploits would not go unnoticed though. It caused a lot of buzz in the Fortnite community, with many players accusing him of cheating. In 2019 he was even banned, but it was for unrelated reasons. That's not to say people didn't assume it was for his use of exploits. While these tricks may fall under more of a gray area, we still consider it a form of cheating. Yes, it is a bug in Fortnite's code, but it still gives players an added advantage, since not every player is aware of the trick. That being said though, do you consider it a form of cheating? It is definitely more of a gray area since players are not modifying their game or specifically breaking tournament rules. They're simply using bugs in Fortnite's own code. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. The other guys. Yeah, we've talked about the big guys, the streamers, YouTubers, and competitive players. But what about the little guys, the unknown accounts that cause trouble in public lobbies? Unfortunately, even with a solid cheat software installed within Fortnite, it still happens. This one happened as recently as a few months ago. While this player may not have been the hacker, they noticed multiple odd things throughout the game. Firstly, check the storm timer on the top of the right corner. Yeah, it's not going down. Our thinking is the hacker in question modified this so they would never be caught in the storm. Far away from the circle? No problem. Just stop the timer altogether. The player also reported consistent freezing and even finding a stack of 100 jetpacks. Something suspicious is definitely happening here. Another example is this clip, where a hacker is using a combination of aimbot and wall hacking. For those unaware, wall hacking allows players to shoot through any surface, regardless of how solid it may be. With a sniper in hand, the hacker is able to shoot through a hill, railing, and multiple walls to receive 2 kills. Hopefully Epic can track down this person with the old banhammer. Here's another example of wall hacking, where a hacker has been able to shoot through the vault to give a killing blow. All of these are a bummer to see. Hopefully Epic can track down these players and kick them off the Fortnite servers. If you happen to encounter a cheater like the ones we've discussed in this video, report it. It's one of the best ways to let Epic know there's someone who needs the boot. We think that's all we can handle for one video. We've talked big Fortnite scandals, all the way to the random hackers in public lobbies. Sadly, there are hundreds and hundreds of examples we couldn't include on this list. There were just too many. Like we discussed at the beginning of the video, NewScapeGames in no way condones cheating in Fortnite, or any other game for that matter. It ruins the point of the game, and the fun for other players, especially when prize money and tournament spots are up for grabs. What did you think of our list? Are there any huge Fortnite scandals we didn't mention? Also, what are your thoughts on cheating? What do you think is the appropriate punishment for offenders? Let us know in the comments down below. Remember to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and click that bell so you never miss a video. Oh, and use code NewScapePro in the item shop. This has been NewScapeGames, your source for Fortnite news, leaks, and theories. Thanks for watching, everyone, and remember, no cheating!